Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm your boy Retro Bliss, and you're on Retro Bliss Gaming. We're gonna have some fun today. We're gonna play some old school Space Invaders and Galaxian, but we're playing them on the Atari 7800. These are homebrews by Bob De Crescenzo, our buddy over there. He has written these, and I haven't played these in a while. And these are simple. I'm not great at them still. I mean, it's kind of game you just keep playing and playing until you die. But I just have so much fun playing these games. So I decided to play these today. Um, but before I do, I forgot to do something. Hold on a minute. I got to add something real quick. I'll tell you what, at my age, things get a little crazy and you forget things at times. And so give me just a minute here and we'll get it going. I wanted to show you guys something. Well, I'll go ahead and show you something. We have a contest on the show. It's called the Retro Bliss Ninja Contest, and that's where we pick 4 games a month, and you guys compete for high scores. And so the games for this month are, if I can get to it, Missile Command for the Atari 2600, the NES version of Popeye, Space Armada for the Intellivision. This is Mr. Baseman's choice. I've got this because of him in the competition. And then Turmoil for the Atari 2600. This is the first month that we've had. Okay, I found it. I found what I wanted. The first time we've had Atari 2600 games, 2 of them in the same competition. So the rules of the competition are that you must play the games for the consoles that are listed, and I must have your scores to me by the last day of the month, which is February 28th. Sorry, I'm a little out of sorts right now. The 28th, submit them to retroblissgaming@gmail.com, or you may upload them to our Discord server, which a number of people are doing. But even if you don't play, you're more than welcome to join the Discord. Now that I've got it together, I want to show you guys. Tonight we have a podcast. We have it on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we are going to be talking about the top 10 Atari 2600 games of all time. This list is, there are going to be 4 people on the show, and they're each going to give their top 10 favorite Atari 2600 games, but we have a very special guest tonight. We have John from Gen X Grown Up. He's going to be on the show tonight. And so what I would encourage you guys to do is to watch, but not only that, but join in the chat and let us know what your favorites are for the Atari 2600. And the games that are on the screen right now are just some that I put there. They're not necessarily my top 10 or so, but man, it's like trying to pick your favorite kid, right? There are so many good 2600 games, so it's going to be a very interesting show. So Derek, no, Pac-Man for the Atari 2600 was not on the screen, and it will not be in my top 10. It may be in one of the other guys, but it will not be in mine. So all right, let's get to the game stream. Have some fun today. We're going to play some Galaxian. I have a different version of the A7800 emulator for Windows. This version has scan lines and a phosphor feel to it. So, let's see, I don't want 2 players. And let me make sure I got the volume turned down because it can be a little overwhelming at times. Okay, I think we're good. No! Man, I just hurt my foot just jumping. Oh, wow, that hurt. Do a rage reset, but I'm not gonna. we're gonna be playing this for a little while, so. No! I'm about ready to do a rage reset. Not usually this bad. Nope, not today, boy. Ah! I won that 800 points, but I got suckered. No! Ah! Dirty dog. So back in the day, I should have that the phone's not ringing. That's I got a free man. So actually, extra man, not free. I earned it, but not very well. But I'll adjust the chat here in just a minute, guys. Let me finish this game. I'll do it in between games. Oh, you dog! Oh! Okay, hold on a minute. All right, let's address the chat here. I haven't had a chance to do that. Sorry, guys, I'm not we're gonna, let's see, Mr. Baseman and Casey were first in. The audacity. CK. Operation Shutdown. And yeah, I couldn't stream yesterday, guys. Things were kind of crazy yesterday. I just had things just happen and it didn't come on, people. That's me when I talk. All right. Yeah, Derek, there's not going to be 2,600 games on the show tonight, so at least for me. Mario's in the house. Yep. If I'm going to go down, I got to take one with me, right? See, Fat Boy is here. What's going on, my friend? Defender for the Atari 8-bit computer. You know what? I actually have that. I'm not going to play it today, but if you get on the Discord and send that on the request on Discord, because that's where I accept requests for game play, put it down there and we'll do it. Oh, I get a high score? What in the world? Wait a minute. I have this new version of A7800 has high score saves on it. Oh, it's not RG. It's supposed to be RBG. Tom is in the house. All right, let's get to it. No! Suckered me. So you get more points if you get them as they're coming at you. But as I was saying, back in the day, Space Invaders was kind of the only cabinet that I ever really got to play, at least on a regular basis, because it was the only one that was kind of near my house that I could get to easily. And then how did I get out of that? Dog. And then the place where I played, they changed up the arcade machine to Galaxian, and I remember, you know, I was so used to playing Space Invaders, and at the time, you know, the dawn, it was kind of the dawn of arcade games, right? Space Invaders was kind of the first big one. And when Galaxian came out, I was like, I was confused because I wasn't used to something coming at me. I'm just, except for the shots, right? So dirty dogs. I got lucky on that one. That's not easy to do in this version. Oh! How is the game volume? Is it too loud? Not loud enough? I like this new look because it looks more like playing on the actual system rather than just emulating. Ah! Got greedy. Oh! I didn't even see him. Dirty dog. Game over. So that's what I want. Okay. Yeah, this version of A7800 has high score saves. I don't even know where you can get it. I got it from somebody, and I might be able to share it if I can find where I got it. But having the high score saves and then having the scan lines and stuff, if you're emulating, it may be something that you like. So before I get to let's address this chat real quick. Yep, it's a great game, CK. I think that's our friend from is it Korea or Taiwan? I'm not sure. Oh man, Bike Guy Chicago. Man, I didn't even know that Bob had been working on Gorf. Actually, I might have known that because Bob's been on the show and I've talked to him a number of times and he may have mentioned that to me, but I'm not good at remembering things. But man, can you imagine having Gorf on the 7800? So King and Balloon, I didn't even know that was going to happen. So I know I didn't remember that. So all right. Um, I know that there had been some games that Bob started that never came to fruition for the 7800 and the homebrew community. It's just the way it is, but I can't remember what they are, by Guy. I just don't know. But it would have been cool to yeah, I wish he would have it would have been cool to have them games. Hey, Mike for Mike's Gaming Gala. You guys need to there's two guys with channels on the show right now, and that's Mike and the Intellivision gamer Casey. Oh, King and Balloon uses the same sound effects as Galaxian. I did not know that. Fun fact for the day. All right, let's roll, guys. Let's do it. Let's see. Ah. So do the scan lines look okay? Or should I go back to using a version without it? Some people don't like them. And some emulators just don't emulate well with scan lines, but I think this with the little phosphor turned on looks great. Also, I am in the middle of copying some files, and I am copying a lot of files, like numbers and numbers of gigabytes. And I thought it would be done, and it's not. So I'm hoping, but it looks like my computer's handling it well. I checked the system properties and all that fun stuff, and everything seemed to be okay. Ooh, almost got me. Mr. Basement has scan lines on all his games. That's because he plays on an old school television. Most of the time, I believe. He just got him a new Intellivision flashback. Ah! Cheating dogs. Ah, I missed it. Woo, I almost bit the farm right there. Bought the farm or whatever you call it. Oh! I thought I could navigate through that, but I'm not that good. Oh! I was afraid to die there. Ah! I had room and I didn't navigate it. We're gonna have a fun show tonight, guys. The 2600 talking about the games. Everybody has their opinions on which ones are the best. That's why when you do these top 10 videos, that's all it is. It's just the person's opinion who's doing the video, because people's taste in games are different. And if I'm being honest, my top 10 can change from time to time. So Mike, for Mike's Gaming Gala, actually the top 10 show idea. Ah! The top 10 show idea. I had seen Casey do one on the Intellivision, which we will probably also do at some point. But he said, "Man, you know, the Intellivision Gamer channel is focused mainly on Intellivision. Why don't you do the same thing for other consoles?" And so I ran it by the other guys, and they thought it was a great idea. So, and then Mike suggested looking to see if John from Gen X Grown Up could be on the show. He's never been on the show. He's watched it a few times, I know, because he's commented and that kind of thing. But he's going to be on the show, man. It's going to be great. And he's been around a long time and played a lot of 2600 games, so it's going to be a good show. Ah! Dirty dogs. Was that it? Ah! So, Mike, I don't know when you came in, but I have a new version of the A7800 emulator that does the scan lines, and it actually has a it's got a save key feature. Yeah. I don't know if I'm at liberty to say where I got it, because I don't know that if this is the official version of the A7800 emulator, but the person I got it from gave me scan lines and phosphor, because that's what they prefer. and then it has high score saves on it. So let me address the chat here real quick before we get to the let's see. Mario says it doesn't look bad, so let's keep it going because I enjoy playing it this way. It just reminds me so much of playing it in my down in the Bliss cave. No, Pac-Man's not number one, bro. I may kick you off the show if you end up doing that. No, I'm kidding. You can pick whatever you want, but Mike says Pac-Man 2600 is all 10 of his picks. And Mike has never been a stranger to controversy. If you guys know Mike at all, one great thing about his channel, he does a lot of reviews on his channel, and many of them homebrews, but he does shorts for 2600 games and that kind of thing. But if he gets a game, he's going to tell you what he thinks of it. He does it in a kind way. But he's not afraid to tell people what their game is like, if it's any good, that kind of thing. So you guys, if you want an honest opinion on reviews, especially with Atari 2600, Jaguar, Intellivision, ColecoVision, homebrews, he also does those as well as we do on the channel here. You guys need to check him out. But again, I mentioned Casey, the Intellivision gamer. If he's got a channel called the Retro Gamer also, but his his Intellivision channel actually is doing quite well. He hasn't been doing it that long, and he's going to be up to 1,000 subscribers here before you know it. Woo! My shot regenerated just in time. Because Mike is so honest, though, it has given him credibility on his channel. And I won't mention any names. Excuse me. They really don't give constructive criticism. Some people just don't, but Mike does. So. Ow! I didn't even look. PJ's here. Our newest cage ninja. Welcome to the club. don't get me wrong. There are a number of retro channels out there who may not necessarily give you their honest opinion, but what does make their channel valuable is that they're still shedding light. Couldn't get away. Shedding light on a number of these games. I'll address the chat here in just a minute. Woo! By the time I realized there was nothing I could do. My biggest thought in the fraction of a second that I had to make a decision was to try to get the. Oh, come on! I can't talk and chew gum, guys. I forget what the motherships are at the top. They've got a name, but I don't know what they are. I can't remember. No! Oh, you dirty dogs! Hoping to at least get to 20,000. Let's address the chat here real quick. So CK likes Superman on the 2600. If I'm being honest, I've not really played that much. But man, you're kind of the exception to the rule from what I understand. So I think Mr. Baseman's giving it a 6 out of 10. What are you guys laughing at? I've been sick. I just have this cough. Mike says it gets a bit tiring. I'm assuming he's talking about how people kind of view. Actually, I think his format suits him well and does him well because of his honesty. And there are going to be haters. But Casey has a great channel, guys. You guys need to check that out. Like I said, if you like in television. PJ, I like it, but I think we're going to switch over to Space Invaders here real quick. And there are a number of different channels. They all have merit. So I wasn't making it fun of anybody. Excuse me. Not feeling well today. I do many reviews for homebrews, and they're not really reviews, they're just showcases. I don't really review them. I just show the game. But if you guys like Atari 2600, then and you want to get into the homebrew scene community, look up Atari 2600 homebrew on Facebook. It's run by Scott Dayton, and whenever there's a decent homebrew that comes across, he will post a link, or somebody will, him or another member of the channel or the Facebook group will post links to these games if you have a way to emulate. And Mike's got a lot of 2600 games. I do too, bro. You probably have more than me, but I have a lot. Yeah, Mike should showcase Intellivision games. I think that would be a good idea, because at some point he will run out of many reviews for the 2600. Man, you guys. Hey, Chris is here. What's up, Chris? Oh, Mario, thanks. My scores aren't that great, bro, but CK was said the Superman was the first game that he remembered completing, and he liked the box art. I may look into that iHeart Retro. Oh man, yep, it's cold here too. I'm in the Cincinnati area, Chris. It's kind of cold, but all right, give me just a minute here. Space Invaders 7800. It's another thing in this emulator. It simulates the start screen for the 7800 too. That's another kind of a cool feature. Let's see. I'm going to change the color scheme just a little bit. All right, let's rock and roll, guys. Now, the cabinet that I played on back in the day was monochrome, all white. And then actually, I think most of them were. But at some point, they put like an overlay on the monitor screen. To add color. Oh, how? Dirty dog. And Space Invaders implemented something that had never been. Oh, come on! They implemented something that had never been done before at the time, and that was high scores. Oh, I'm dead. Dog. Cheating dog. Superior intelligence and skill. Ah, can't get over there. Ah! Didn't have enough patience. Ah! Dirty dogs. Uh-oh. La 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 la. See, I'm not sure which game Mario was talking about. Yep, it's cold in Cleveland too. Probably worse there than it is in Cincy, man. And negative wind chills in Maine. I get that. Chris brings up a good point. You know, video game collecting is kind of out of reach for a lot of people these days. The prices have just gone way, way up, and some people just can't afford. They can't afford to collect. So, it kind of is good if you want to have any games to pick the systems that you like and then just skip for those, because if you try to collect for everything, you'll go broke. And there's, yeah, yep, the Space Invader sounds are good. 85 degrees in West Virginia? No, it's 16. CK's right. Space Invaders was first released in Japan. As a matter of fact, I think this was the game, one of the games, but I believe it was this one that the yen coin or whatever their coin is over there, their main coin, whatever it would cost for a game, they ran low because it was being played so much. People were putting money into the machine so fast. Oh, my mouse cursor was showing. Oh, I wasn't even paying attention. Hey, hi, Nick. And Ricardo Pim is here. Ricardo is a friend of the channel and of Mike's channel. He is a homebrew game programmer for Game Select. If you guys are interested in checking out his games, he has a ton of really cool games. Check him out on Facebook. He's in Portugal though. So my suggestion is, if you're going to buy games from him, which if you have a 2600, I don't know why you wouldn't. Try to order a number of them because the shipping cost is kind of high. But if you order more games, it doesn't really add that much to the extra to the shipping cost. So yes, Ricardo, we did. I voted for you, brother. I voted for you. I don't know about Mike. Mike isn't like that, but I am. So I'm just kidding. I think Mike voted for Ricardo. His latest game is called Wizard of the Tower. And most yeah, that's right. And television games for the most part are fairly cheap to buy. So all right, let's move the mouse so I'm not. Let's roll. Man, Bob did such a great job programming this for the 7800. This game you could buy from atariage, and they stopped selling it during their last chance sale. I know. Really? I'm hoping that this and a number of Bob's other ports for the 7800 will be available again somewhere. I know Opcode Games is starting to distribute a few of them. So we'll have to wait and see what could transpire. Dirty dogs. No! I'm getting flustered now. Ah. I didn't even know. No! Ah! All right, there's no high score save apparently on this one, so. All right, let's see what's up here in the chat before we sign off. Man, it's been Oh, Ricardo, I hope you're adjusting this. Oh, okay, he did. Game select games right now are only available in cartridge form only. Oh, I left the chat up while I was playing. That was dumb. Ah. Hope it didn't hide anything. Brian Daugherty. I'm sorry, Brian. I boogered that all up. Let's see. The Master System. Absolutely love the Master System. I know I'm putting this up, but Mr. Poe, don't even think about chatting tonight. Oh, Mike's only 3 games away from a complete US Master System set. I have about 120 complete in box. But they're not all US. And I think there were like 115 US, so there are a number of them that I don't have. One that's expensive is Alf. Alf was such a bad game. But as in a lot of systems, the bad games are the ones that are the most collectible because they didn't sell very well. So there aren't as many copies out there. So let's see. Mike is a lot more forgiving than I am. Oh, but he's not gonna ban you, but he's not gonna put up your dirty chats either. You're not right, sir. Let's see. Yeah, actually, Pepsi Invaders actually was a cart. Um, it was actually produced as a cart, but that's a very collectible one too. Oh, Poe has Alf. All right. And Mike has Pepsi Invaders. And Lee Price is in. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you guys being here. Do not forget about tonight. We're going to be talking about the top 10 Atari 2600 games of all time. Mike from Mike's Gaming Gala, Brian from BD Retro Mods, and Gen X Grown Up will be on the panel. And everybody has their opinions on this. And like I said, I even me, my opinions, they could change. My taste can change. My taste can change. I can have a top 10 list and be focused in on that list for a while, and then like it's like my game uh preferences change. It's not that I don't know the other games. It's like I just don't. I want to. I'm one game may not hit that top 10 mark like it used to. So anyway, appreciate you guys being here, and we'll see you tonight. Take care. Um, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, PM. Retro Bliss Rewind. Check it out. See you. Bye.